Hello, class. This is Mr. Wekesser. I am the great and magical Wizard of Oz. I'm here to give you some notes on 2-1, which is relations and functions. Right? So here we go. For every input of a function, there is exactly one or more output. So an input, we'll talk about this very quickly here. Inputs, right, are going to be the x values, and they're also going to be your domain. The output is what comes out of the function, or the answer. It's also known as the y value, and it is your range. So here's some related words we need to know. Input, we just talked about. Output, we just talked about. Domain is all of the x values, which we just talked about up here. And then the function, and the range is all of the y values. And the function is going to look usually at f of x or f of something else. And then it'll be something like this, 3x plus 1. A relation is a set of ordered pairs of input and output values. That is a relation right there. That's that vocab word. And here are ordered pairs, x, y, x, y, x, y. Use your vocabulary. Circle the output value in the relation. So the output is going to be the y. All right? So we have 0, 3, 2, negative 4. Down here, number 3, write the domain of the relation of this. So see, you have to write the domain. So just the domains, which are, if you remember, these are the x values. So you have negative 2, and 5. Since there's negative 2 repeats, you don't have to put it down twice. You just got to put it down once. Okay, let's do the word problem number 4, the got it. The average water temperature of Gulf of Mexico in Key West in Florida varies. In January, the average water temperature is 69 degrees. February, it's 70 degrees. In March, it's 75. In April, it's 78 degrees. How can you represent this relation in 4 different ways? So we're going to write them all down here in a mapping diagram. Just copying from above. That's all I'm doing. Copying from above. And you're doing ordered pairs too. And again, you're just going to copy. It's not that difficult. This is a copy. Take your time and practice it. Just copy it. It's not that difficult. So that's a mapping diagram, and that's an ordered pair. You're going to need that for your quiz. And now you have to do your table and your graph. And this is nothing new. Again, you're just copying. You're just copying the numbers for me. So January 69, February is 70 degrees, March is 75 degrees, and April is 78 degrees. Now you're going to graph those two. So January, it's 69. February, it's 70. March, it's 75. In April, it's 78. So those are your ordered pairs right there for the graph. So finding the domain and range. What are the domain and range of this relation? So first I write the x coordinates, which is this is domain, and this is the range. And then I write the y coordinates. So we have negative 3 written down. We have 0. We have 2. We have 9. We have 23. For here we have 14, 7, 0, negative 18, negative 99. Complete each sentence with the word domain or range. The set of x coordinates is we already talked about it, domain comes before range, in the alphabet, so does x comes before y. And the y values is the range. Circle the value range that corresponds to the domain value 2. So we have -3 and 3. Here it is, -3 and 3. True or false? Every element of the input corresponds exactly one element of the range. False. 13. The relation is a function. False. It can't be a function because of this. Right here, these two guys. You can't have two outputs. We have two right there. So number 4. We have these funky guys right here. Right? Let's read the directions carefully for this one. A lot of people got this wrong in class because they didn't pay attention. On the graph below, draw vertical lines through at least 5 different x values on the graph. Here's the x values. So you guys draw it through 5 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you can see this is not a function because it connects with it twice. These connect only one time. 1, 1, 1, 1, and once. This one will connect twice on one line, which makes it not a function. So a vertical line passes through more than one point, which we just talked about on the graph. It does not represent a function. Cross out each graph that is not a function. We talked about graph A is not a function because it connects with more than one point on the graph. Number 17, circle the given input. So what is the input here? Right? It's going to be -2 because you're going to input this for that. So the function of x equals -4x plus 1. What is function of -2? Put -2 in for there. So let's try to do that now. -2, -2, right? -4 times -2 is positive 8, I should say. Then you plus 1. Positive 8 plus 1 is 9. There it is right there. Sorry about that. You probably couldn't see it. 19 and 20. Let's see, circle your choice, number of Coke bottles bought. And C, function of C, circle the choice, is total cost. So this is a sports drink for a team. Each bottle costs $1.19. How much does 15 bottles cost? In the last page of section 2.1. Not that much going on here in section 2.1. A lot of review from middle school. So total cost is cost per bottle times the number of bottles bought. Write the function of C, which we just learned, equals 119 per bottle times C, right? And then we're going to do function of C equals 119 times 15. And that's how many bottles you're buying. It's $17.85. And the lesson check. This is what you're going to do on your own. And come show me that you get it right, and then you get your homework. Any questions, please talk to Mr. Weckesser. Thank you.